Hello and welcome to Dentosaurus. So in this video, I'll be talking to you about the basics of carving. So the first thing while you start your carving is to mark all the sides and surfaces of this wax block, as I have marked here the distal, buccal, mesial and lingual side. After marking this side, you have to mark the ground length and the root length like this. And then to maintain bilateral symmetry, mark the middle part of the wax block as well as on the occlusal surface, mark it like this, so that your incisal edge should lie in middle of this wax block. So you have to make this markings on all the surfaces, and after you have done with your marking, you have to start carving. If it is anterior or if it is posterior, the first and initial step is to cut the wax from the mesial and distal side to make it a trapezoid. If it is anterior, then trapezoid is not that broad, it is narrow like this, and it's rough triangular from the mesial and distal side. Same goes for lateral incisor, central incisor, canine, and when you're carving premolar, the initial step is same to make a trapezoid, but this part, when it comes to mesial and distal side, it's not triangular. You can see here the mesial side of this maxillary premolar. It has two lobes, labial lobe and a lingual lobe. So you have to carve it this way, as you can see here. Okay, so now I'll discuss you the main basic features so that you will get a rough idea about how you're going to carve any of your teeth. If it is anterior teeth, of whether it's maxilla or mandible, always remember anterior teeth are not that broad. They are only broad mesiodistally, not labiolingually, because their main function is to cut. So they are sharp and they are narrow and not that broad. They are only broad from the mesiodistal side. And you can see a broad cingulum here with single root. So this is the basic feature of anterior teeth. And while we are talking about how it goes from anterior to posterior, you can see this is the canine, carved canine, which is also called cornerstone of our mouth. It is very broad from the labiolingual side, and it has a long strong root and a bulky cingulum with these two slopes, mesial and distal slope. Also, the middle part of this crown from the labial side, that is called middle buccal lobe, is bulky and it's so strong. Hence, it's called as cornerstone of mouth. You can see here. So remember this basic features while you're carving, and also remember developmental grooves on root. Never forget to carve developmental groove on root. Okay, this was about the canine carving. I have not explained you the lateral incisor because it is same as central incisor. Okay, when you are carving premolar, whether it is maxillary or mandibular premolars are single rooted, and maxillary premolars are have two roots, as you can see here. So what is the similarity between them? That they both have two cusps. Both are having two cusps, and their occlusal surface is hexagonal, not circular or a rough square. It is hexagonal in shape, and it has two lobes, and its occlusal anatomy make Y, H or U type for second premolar of mandible. Remember, mandibular premolars have single root, while only first premolar of maxilla have two roots. And here you have to make a lingual lobe as well while carving it. So remember the basic feature. Now I'll come to molars. The basic function of molar is to grind food. So it has a broad occlusal surface. It has multiple cusps, and maxillary molars have three roots, and mandibular have two. So this is a maxillary first molar, as you can see here. So strong, stout. It has three roots. It's broad. It's a rough trapezoid, and it's broad mesiodistally and labiolingually with four cusps. So this is the basic feature when you come from anterior to posterior. As you can see here, the anterior teeth are broad only mesiodistally, and as you go down, you can see the difference. These are the cutting teeth and these are the grinding teeth. According to their function, they have their shape and sizes. You can see this occlusally when you see it is anterior teeth are not rough circular, they are just a bit triangular because of their cingulum, broad cingulum. But a canine is a rough circular, and hexagon shape is for premolars, and rough square is for molars. Okay, so here you have to keep all this thing in your mind according to their function, according to how many cusps they have, cingulum. And one of the basic thing is that anterior teeth have cingulum while posterior teeth don't have cingulum, rather they have a lingual lobe. So this is the basic thing that you have to keep in mind while you're carving. So I hope this video was informative for you guys. Thank you.